guys. So I've had something on my mind lately, and as usual, my problem is usually that I just can't really figure out how to explain what it is that is on my mind in a way that makes sense. But I'm going to try because I feel like this is a topic that is really important for us to have conversations about, as well as for us to just be aware of. And I'm outside right now because I wanted to take a picture of some of my embroidery work. So I think all of these should be on my Etsy account right now, available for sale. If you'd like to take a peek at that, I'll leave it in the description box below. But anyways, I wanted to talk a little bit about how as women, and this is something I feel like has been coming up for me since I've become a mom, but I've been listening to some podcasts and reading and things like that, and this has come up a few times too. So it helped me to realize that it's not necessarily something that I am dealing with by myself, and it's just me being dramatic or something. It's actually an issue. So basically, what it is that as women, it feels a lot of times that we have to be like Superwoman, that we have to be able to do everything. We have to do everything that we want to do, as well as everything that just kind of needs to be done. And it's so easy for us because we want to give to our loved ones, we want to take care, and it's so easy for us to forget ourselves in that process. And one thing that I'm noticing a lot too now is that as women, we have our natural cycles. So we have our menstrual cycle, which is changing constantly. And for us to be expected to always have the same amount of energy to be able to take care of everything all the time is it's so unfair, but it's also kind of something that we just do anyways, even though we are so tired. And a big issue too, for not only me, but for a lot of women that I have been talking to and working with, it seems as though a big issue is that we go and do so much that we just forget, we just literally forget, okay, my cup is just getting so empty right now, and I am going to explode. And sometimes we just keep on doing and doing until we're drained. For me, I know that that's a problem that I've been having, is where I'll just keep on going and keep on doing whatever it is that I need to do, whatever it is that I need to get done, until I get to the point where I am just collapsed. I am so exhausted. I get sick, or I don't know, my body just aches and hurts so much just because I'm not being honest with myself, really. I think that's really where it goes down to. So I'm always trying to figure out the root cause of different issues. So where is the source of this issue or this pattern coming from? And for me, I think it might just be that I am not being honest with myself. Can I manage to do all of these different things on my to-do list without feeling like I'm completely drained and just super tired? And it's important for me to learn how to be honest with myself in that. If I feel like, no, I can't run these errands on top of everything else that I'm going to do, then I think I need to learn how to be patient with myself with that. And so I think it just comes down to being honest. And then another point that I wanted to share too is that if we have the ability, or if we have the courage to be honest with ourselves and to actually not do these things that are going to completely drain us, that's changing things not only for ourselves and for our health, but it's setting the tone for other women to be able to do the same thing, or for our children to see that mom is a human being and she can't do absolutely everything and still have a smile on her face. I think it's so important for us to change this standard, or this expectation that we have to do everything, and if we don't, we're not good enough, or we're not, I don't know. It's disappointing when you get to the end of your day and you're in such a bad mood because you've done too much. And of course, it came from a good place, and you wanted to do it maybe out of love and things like that. But I think that then our love for ourselves has to come into the picture too. I need to care for myself and ask myself if I'm okay, and love myself enough to make sure that I am not drained to make sure that I'm gonna be okay and happy at the end of this. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to share. That's been on my mind a lot lately, and I've been trying to work with myself as much as I can with trying to make sure that I am being honest with myself, like truly honest with myself, and making sure that, you know, I'm not like running myself down. And it's really hard for me. It's really, really hard for me because I feel like I build up standards for myself. Like, I feel like I have to have the house clean, like spotless clean at all times. And if it's not clean, it just kind of feels like I didn't do my job, or I kind of failed or something. And so it's really challenging, and it's hard for me too, because if I make the decision to not clean because I know it's going to drain me and it's going to be bad for me, then it's hard for me because I feel like I'm sitting in that, like I'm sitting in my house knowing like, okay, I should do those dishes, or I should do blah 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 blah. So it's really challenging, but at the same time, I think that if I'm able to grab a hold of it and start noticing like my patterns, noticing when I begin to start getting really tired and making sure that I don't get to that point, I think that would be, I think that should be my goal. So if you guys are experiencing similar things, please remember that you are strong, and you are strong in the way that you can take care of yourself, and that you can be strong for yourself, and make sure that you're taking care of yourself and you're making decisions according to like what you are truly capable of doing, and then being patient with yourself and meeting yourself where you're at if you're unable to complete certain things. So I hope that this gave you a little bit of support, and I hope you'll leave your comments down in the comment section. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I have my own personal Instagram, as well as my embroidery art Instagram, where I post pictures of embroidery like this, so you can keep up with that kind of thing. But yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe and share if you think that this is something that someone can benefit from. And yeah, take good care. Bye!